All right. So what is oblique then? Yeah.
I actually had trouble. Is it this like and everything comes out this way? Or is
No.
it
Just one direction. So an oblique, we just take our multi-view of it. So if I have, let's say, I want to see, it's got that on. I'm going to freehand it. So let's say I've got this little L shape. I'm going to draw it exactly like I was doing the front view of it. Straight on the front view. Not tilted at all. It's horizontal and vertical lines. And then all I do is add lines for depth. So it's kind of the easiest one. You just do the front view, and then you do lines at an angle for your depth. And just make them all the same length. Does the angle matter?
Yes.
What about the angle matters?
The degree.
Does it matter exactly what degree that is?
don't match?
But they have to match, right? So the angle can change. You can use a shallower angle if you want to see kind of more of the side of the part. If you have something on the top surfaces, make it more vertical, so you can see more of that surface. If the the ball is the same, do it 45. So you can kind of pick. What about the depth? So if this is 1 inch, and this is supposed to be 1 inch, like the part's an inch thick. Do I make this line an inch?
No.
No, you can, but you don't have
You can, but you don't have to. If you do, it's called a
Cavalier.
Cavalier oblique. I always get that mixed up. It's a Cavalier if you go full distance, but then it looks too big. It looks too long. So we do cabinet oblique where we make it anything less than the full distance. Usually half.
So isometric, like it's locked into one view of oblique, you can like
Yeah.
basically it's to turn it. That's
Yeah, you can kind of adjust which angle those are going based on if you want to see like there's a hole up here, you can make it kind of come more up. There's a hole over here, we can make it come more down. But it doesn't, as long as they're all the same though, and they're all the same distance back, the same percentage, then we're good. So you have a little more freedom. So it's kind of by hand, oblique's the easiest. Because especially if something's flat, you just need to add a little distance to it, or it's got, just some simple cuts to it. It's pretty easy. Isometric is the easiest on the computer because that's what it does automatically. The computer will also do perspectives in Fusion. But we usually won't do that on drawings, we'll do that on rendering, so like the photoreal stuff. We'll make those perspective because we want that to look more realistic. But drawings are isometric, they're kind of by hand. Oblique's an easy way to make it look like that. What if I had a hole in this part? Let's say a hole here.
You can show on the front view.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cheat. And it's gonna be a circle, right? What if there's a hole up here? Now it's gonna be an ellipse, and I'm gonna do something like that, right? See how it kind of fits? And if it's over here, it's gonna be, ooh, come on. Something like that, right? But if I do just this one, is that fully correct? Yeah, because I don't have the back side of the hole, right? So will I always see the back side?
No.
If this part is this thick, will I see the back side? Because that'd be behind where the hole is, right? Because it's only this deep, I should see a little bit of it. Kind of that same, if I take this dimension here, see, I'll take this line right here, and I did that same distance back, it would be there. So now my circle would need to be like something like that, right? Matching kind of what this curve is right there. Yeah.
So in oblique, is there always a front face?
What?
Is there always a
In oblique, there's always something you're looking at straight.
Okay.
Yeah. And remember the front, this face doesn't have to be the front of the part. But usually it's the one that's most descriptive.
Yeah, there should be like a flat face.
Yeah, something flat. And so just think about that let's make that here. And I want to actually jump over to Oh, I don't have it. Oops. Is it the previous one? All right, so on this one, you only do the oblique of this side. Can you do an oblique of this?
Try.
Sure. Someone did it really, I think it was you.
Yeah.
Can I show it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
There it is. So you kind of started over here, and kind of, if you had, so kind of turning that part up on end and doing it. And so it's pretty close, except if you're cutting through here, the circle, this part of the circle right here, should have been here.
Yeah.
You should have just slid those arcs forward and just cut off the front half. And then that would have been perfect. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Oh, he thought it was cut like from the middle.
Yeah, because
They're, like, down.
yeah, and also if you cut through like this hole too, right through there, so that hole there and that hole there, it would have been kind of turning up on end. Or if you keep it the same orientation, it went, angled up that way or something. But yeah, so you can do it both ways. And so it's kind of up to how you want to do it. But all I'm looking for is this view of it. Take this view, turn it into an oblique. Just by adding your depth lines. And like I showed down here, depending on which way you're doing your depth, making sure you have the extra layers for that counterbore hole. So on mine, I made the depth go that way. If your depth is going that way, then you would go the other way. Why do you think I made my depth go up to the left instead of up to the right?
Was it easier to draw that?
Because of the bend.
Kind of, what do you mean by the bend?
Well, it's going to the right, so I tried showing the left. Which is more.
Yeah, so if I do, is that it? Oh. One. Let me edit. So if I make my depth lines go this way, oops, like they kind of blend in, right? But if I make them go this way, oh, see that one doesn't really show up now.
Right.
So maybe I make it go, this way. So now I have a little bit of depth on this side, but I have more over here. Also, I could just make them, go really shallow. Like that. And then do I get anything from this corner? No, and that's fine too. So it's kind of up to you, and I could do it this way. Same thing. As long as it doesn't line up with those existing angled edges. If you line up, it kind of gets a little confusing, right? So do it at an angle that's different than those.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to do it from that angle, wouldn't isometric actually more easy?
But then I expect you have to do all these as ellipses.
Oh.
I mean, you do have to still kind of shift this one back, but you have to do that on isometric also. So yeah, it's kind of which one would you rather do? But since this exercise is for oblique,
Yeah.
but yeah, you could do isometric for different, just for practice. That'd be a good practice thing of doing that. Yeah. And if I was doing this on a drawing, it'd be an isometric. If I didn't model it in 3D, it'd make an isometric for me automatically. None of the programs will make obliques for you. So, any questions on that?